Well, I have something really complicated that I'm trying to work out. Now, what I'm trying to do is, it's really complicated because you see, this piece of wood here, the more I curve it, what do I do with the thing? Hang on. The more I curve it, the curve changes. Now what I mean by that is you have this thing on the front of the vehicle here. This wall here is set at that angle, right? So that there is straight. But when you have this piece of ply curved at the same time as back, you would think that if you drew a sharp straight angle on the ply like that, then fold it would be right. But it's not. It actually curves in a part of an S, which I haven't got a piece of plywood here at the moment, but I'll show you how it works. What I'm going to do, because I can't use a full sheet, I have only got a piece of sheet because it's too expensive to waste the whole thing and get it wrong. What I'm doing is I am putting this as a straight edge between there and there, and then I push this piece of ply back. See how it goes on an angle? I have to push it back until there's no clearance between this part, which is a straight edge from there to there. So I've got to put it on an edge like that. Now I've got to do the same thing here and again there and then again there. Now I know that is where I want it to be, but you see, I've got a big piece of clearance in here now. It's right there, but there's a big piece of clearance. Now if I put this just here so I know where I'm going to come back to, that there is where it comes to. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you close up how it works. You can actually see how the line comes further away from here. So what I'm going to do is, I can't actually hold it. See, if I, hang on, I'll go back a bit. To get that line at that gap, see how when you move it, if I want that to go in for this piece, I have to move it over. See, which pulls it further away. But that is the curve of this piece. Now when you actually look at it, that's the shape of it. That's the shape of it, of that, this side of it, not the other side. The bottom side of it is the actual curve, which is really tricky. So anyway, what I want to do is I want to show you how I will measure that. You see, you have a washer and you have a pen. Now, if I put that in here like that, this keeps it far enough away. See? How am I going to do it so you can see? And that shows you where the line's got to be. Pretty amazing, isn't it? So, I'm going to cut that. We'll try it again. There. I cut it out. And it's now fitting nicely, nice and snuggle on there. So using the washers, what it does, if you've got any imperfections along there, if you run the washer along there, it keeps it out from this all the way along. It's a trick I learnt. So there we are. Now I've got to just put that curve onto the real piece of ply and then cut it to shape and then see what happens. So I'll let you know. Now there's my template that I made, plus a little piece I added on the end for the curve, because this piece of wood wasn't enough, so I just made this a goes around there. Now, what I want to show you is, look at this. If I take that away, take this away, now can you see the line going across there? That is the difference between what I was showing you with that angle slide thing, where you change the angles. It goes straight across there, but once you curve the wood, once the wood's curved, once that ply is curved around like that, it changes that jolly pitch. So instead of being straight, it's actually got that crazy angle on it.